Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to be speaking with you guys today, and I just wanted to get into some things because 2023 is basically over and everyone's talking about all the goals that they succeeded in and all of their progress for the year, which I would love to do as well. And at the beginning of 2023, I set about 13 goals ranging from numerical and reachable to pretty lofty, and I failed almost half of them. This year was very weird. For me, 2023 was supposed to be the year of the big waterfront wedding and travel, seeing friends, my honeymoon. There were so many things that we were trying to build towards, and it just ended up in a way that I didn't expect. I was supposed to be 40 pounds lighter, and things just didn't work out as planned. So how did my goals go? What were they? What happened? Let's get into it. I have 4 themes for the year. You guys already know that travel's a theme for me every year, so I didn't necessarily include that in my 2023 themes. But the main themes that I had for this year were investment/financial, relationships, work, and health. So all of my goals fell into one of those themes, and I just want to kind of go through the themes and show you guys my progress. I had 6 goals within the health theme that I wanted to succeed in 2023, and I succeeded in 3 of those goals. I wanted to grow my hair to lower back length, which was a success. I'm a pretty lazy natural, so my hair grows at about ½ an inch a month, and when I'm not touching it, it grows pretty successfully. And I don't remember the last time I made a hair tutorial and posted it on YouTube, and I actually don't switch my hair up that much throughout the year either. My second goal in the health category was to lose 40 pounds, and that just didn't happen. I think when I started my health journey 2 years ago, I was really gung-ho on losing weight because I was working towards my wedding and needing to look good in my wedding dress and all of that stuff, and it helped me to lose 30 pounds. But when I started the goal of lose 40 pounds in 2023, I'd already lost the 30 pounds. So I really haven't lost any more weights throughout this year. And I've really been just fluctuating up and down about 5 pounds. So I am sort of plateaued, and I'm just really getting my eating in order because that is where the issue lies. My next health goal, I'm gonna talk about the next 2 together. It is to reach therapy goal and to read my Bible more. And honestly, I failed both of those. I don't necessarily want to say what my therapy goal was yet, but maybe if I scratch the surface of that goal in 2024, I'll share. And then regarding reading my Bible, I really did not read it that much this year, not enough to be proud of that and say that I passed that goal. And my last health goal was just to improve on my femininity, just how I present myself and how, like, the energy that I pass off to others. And I think this is something that I have really struggled with growing up, really even. I was a tomboy. This year, I really wanted to tap into that and just to up my maintenance a little bit more, just to keep up with myself more and better. And I think I did pass that goal. I, started getting my nails done. I know they're not done now, but bear with me. But I started getting my nails done. I started getting more facials. I started working harder in the gym, lifting weights, just sculpting, as well as refining my makeup routine, finding a good balance between too much and not enough, as well as just, defining myself as a woman. I think part of the reason why I started succeeding at presenting in a more feminine way is because I turned 30, and for some reason something just clicked when I turned 30 to where I was like, I am a woman. I'm a woman and I want to feel like a woman and I want to look like a woman. Part of that for me was to not just wear my work from home outfits, you know, not just wear sweats and hoodies, but to put some effort into wearing, you know, dresses and pants that aren't sweats, different shoes, not running shoes, you know. So I definitely worked the hardest on that goal out of all of my other goals, and I think I did succeed there. I need to prioritize health more coming up in this next year. I feel like 2023 was definitely grind mode. I was grinding a lot, just trying to get that promotion and, you know, get raises and max out my IRAs and just, you know, planning the wedding. So I really put my health, my spiritual health, my mental health on the back burner. And so I really want to spend the next year cultivating that and just becoming a fuller version of myself. I also learned that I can succeed in life and in other categories of life while not paying attention to these things, my health, my spiritual health, and that's not okay. I mean, I lived, right? I was able to do it, but I really want to be a whole person, and that foregoing those things doesn't make me a whole person. It's definitely a fragmented version of who I am. The next theme was relationship, and I had a few goals in this category as well. So one of my goals was to get married in 2023, and I did. We were supposed to get married on November 12th or 11th, one of those days, and have this huge waterfront wedding and invite like 50 people. It was gonna be $30,000, and we ended up canceling that wedding for reasons that I think I will explain to you guys in another video. But we canceled that wedding, and we ended up just going to the courthouse on our anniversary date on the 7th year that we've been together. I really thank God that the venue gave us our deposit back, because it was a lot of money, and we used that money to get married and to go on our honeymoon. So I am finally now, a few months later, at peace with the fact that I didn't get the wedding that I have been wanting since I was a little girl. Because we did make good with that money when we went traveling. My second goal was to fortify my friendships and my relationships, and I really feel like I did do that. My friendships, even though I don't have that many, I feel like they're pretty strong. I feel like my friends are solid, and I like the fact that we all live in different areas, but we're able to connect and to speak when we have room to, and it's as if we never stopped. I like that I can be myself with my friends, and that they just accept me for who I am. You don't have to have a community next to you and within walking distance in order to have a community. And I think that's just something that I had to learn this year, which has really helped. My last goal for relationships was to make a new friend, and I think we're moving in the right direction, but we did not succeed here. When it comes to relationship, my key takeaways are that relationships are very complicated. It's something that I am uncomfortable with, just the concept of cultivating relationships and, you know, the upkeep of them. It's not a comfortable thing for me. Making new friends in your 30s is really hard, and it takes a lot of work, and I think your results just come from the work, and I'm definitely looking forward to putting in the work in 2024 in order to expand in my community within reason. Also, I'm super grateful for the relationships that I do have, the ones that feel good and that are natural and long withstanding. I'm very grateful for those and for the understanding that I get from my friends and my family. Also, the biggest thing that I took from relationships this year is that marriage isn't as bad as everyone makes it seem. Marriage gets a bad rap on the internet and in media, and those are all valid, you know, points that are being made. And I think it really just highlights the importance of picking a good partner, of taking your time, and of doing things your way in your own time. I was definitely getting caught up into the whole spectacle of it all when planning our wedding, and pulling back on that was one of the best decisions that I made this year, for sure. Financially, emotionally, mentally, all of that. It was definitely a great decision. Were people happy with that decision? No, they weren't, but it was for the best for me and my husband. So that leaves us with 4 goals not met and 5 goals met. So we are 5 to 4 right now, and we have a few left to go. So for my financial goals, I made them all. I always make sure to put my best foot forward when it comes to my finances, because I need to feel secure in this area and aspect of my life. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm a Taurus or because it is scarcity mindset and I grew up poor, but I always make sure that I am solid in my finances. So what were my financial goals? My first financial goal was to max out my Roth IRA. And this year, the IRA limits for the Roth was $6,500 if you're under a certain age, I think 50, and then $7,000 if you are over 50. So I maxed out my Roth IRA, I believe in February of this year. And I'm so glad I did, because towards the end of 2023, the stock market really went crazy, and it was good to see pre-2020 numbers. My second financial goal actually was to pay for our wedding, to pay off our wedding, and it was gonna cost $30,000. And we did not successfully do this because we ended up canceling it and eating the cost on some of the vendors, but getting our deposit back for the venue. I always prioritize finances pretty up there in my life. And I think maybe I should put other categories ahead of finances, but I am definitely not open to lowering the importance of finances in my life. Absolutely not. Will I ever put finances above family? No, but I will never ever not pay attention to finances. It's definitely a big part of my life. And last theme for 2023 goals was work. And my 2 goals for this category were to get a promotion and to get a raise. And I got both of those. I was able to squeeze out a promotion in December of this year, so very last minute, 2 weeks ago. And I was able to get a raise as well. It was an 11% raise, so not bad for the economy. Little road bumps that we've been going through this year. I really put my best foot forward for work in 2023. I covered for both of my leads, one for 3 weeks and one for 3 months for a maternity leave. And I only took 1 vacation this year because of that. I was very stressed, very just high strung, making sure that everything was working out perfectly. So when it came time for my promotion that I was promised, I really had to work hard to get it, but then also I wasn't even a first choice. And the person that was the first choice, the only reason why they ended up not getting the job was because they didn't want to do the work and they quit last minute. They came into work one day and was like, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, goodbye. It very much did feel like, there was no one left in the position and someone was needed, and that's why I was promoted, which, I'm not mad about because I wanted the promotion and I got it, but it just gave me perspective and let me know that I really shouldn't be prioritizing work as much. I know I said I wanted to prioritize finances, and I do, but work is definitely not going to be something that I put on the top of my importance list in 2024. I think I'm going to definitely work on stabilizing my position at my job, but I'm not going to try to climb up the corporate ladder any more than I already am. That is all of my goals for 2023. I definitely could have done better in some categories. and I definitely knocked some other ones out of the park. And what I really want to know is what your goals were for 2023, or what your biggest accomplishment was for 2023. I did have about 5 fails in there out of 13 to 12 goals, but I plan to take some of those fails and move them into 2024. 2024 for me is going to look like change. It's going to look like growth, and it's going to look like healing and just becoming who I'm supposed to be. Just growing into myself, settling into who I am. And I think once I am able to do that, I will be able to come out my true self. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you had a great year. I hope you're having a good holiday, and I hope that you bring in this new year rested and ready to take on new challenges.